the end of the driveway. On this table, there are cups filled with cherry Kool-Aid and a large sign that reads Kool-Aid, 25 cents. Behind this table, there are two young entrepreneurs hoping to make a few bucks. Those two kids would be my brother and I. We love to have lemonade stands, or technically Kool-Aid stands. We had what we thought was a booming business. And one day, we sold 5 glasses of Kool-Aid, all to the same person. He was a local policeman who lived 2 houses down and would circle the block just to buy our refreshing beverages. Now, at the end of the day, we were $1.25 richer and felt very accomplished. But if we were to do the same thing today, I'm not so sure we'd be pleased with our outcome. Think back to when you were a child and would face situations such as this. Would you be happy with $1.25? What about today? Would you be okay with that amount? Why is it that as we grow older, we aren't as easily satisfied with life? At the age of 6, I was thrilled with the idea of having a Kool-Aid stand and saw it as an exciting opportunity. Today, I would look at it as a job and something that isn't enjoyable. As children, we continually face tasks with a great amount of enthusiasm. But as we age, where does this enthusiasm go? You may have even had plans as a child to expand your lemonade stand into an actual store one day. Would you dare to dream that today? If you had kept the mindset you had as a child, what would you have accomplished today? And what does it take for us to keep this mindset? If we will go back to having dreams larger than ourselves and being enthusiastic in everything we do, we can find that childlike mindset. Our first step, though, is to dream big. Now, as a child, I had a true passion: basketball. I started playing at the age of 7, and I thought that I was a serious baller. I took every practice and game seriously because I knew that one day I would be playing for the WNBA. Now, what I thought I looked like on the court and what I actually looked like on the court were two entirely different things. I pictured myself as a swift runner with a killer layup. To the parents sitting in the bleachers, I looked a bit uncoordinated and confused. At the time, though, I didn't even think that I could look bad because I was so confident in my abilities as an athlete. It wasn't until I was in the 7th grade and joined the athletic program at my junior high school that I realized maybe I'm not the best basketball player ever. And I didn't just learn this from observation. I had fellow classmates remind me daily of my not so impressive athleticism. So I did what I thought I had to do. I quit. I figured if I wasn't good enough by this point, then I never would be. My ultimate dream of becoming a professional player for the WNBA went up in smoke. But I have to wonder, what would have happened if I hadn't given up on this dream? If I had continued to practice basketball, could I have eventually built up enough talent to play for the WNBA? That is one question I will always be asking myself. Now think back to what your dream was as a child. Is this still your dream today? Or is it something you gave up on? Thinking back, was it as outrageous as it seemed? Why is it that we can have such a high level of confidence in ourselves and our goals as young children, yet such a low level of confidence as young adults? It seems that we lose this sense of self-worth when we become wrapped up in what others think of us. If I hadn't let my classmates' opinions drag me down, I could have gone much further than just quitting. Don't you miss those days when you could care less what the world thought of you? When you could dream of becoming a princess and not have anyone look down on you for it? Where did our imagination go? But what is stopping us from going back there? Back to that mindset where we didn't care what the world thought of us and we had the confidence in ourselves to make our dreams come true. It is never too late for us to go back to our childhood dreams. But in order to make these dreams a reality, we must also go back to having the emotions and enthusiasm of our childlike selves. During my first week of travel with the travel team in Area 4, I had the opportunity to meet a young man by the name of Tyler Beard. Tyler is is a 10-year-old boy with the enthusiasm of someone who just won the lottery. We met Tyler while his father, Mr. Beard, the agriculture science teacher at Albany High School, was giving us a tour of their facilities. Tyler jumped in the truck with us and immediately shook our hands and introduced himself like a professional. Once he realized we were state officers, he suddenly became awestruck and began telling us stories of how he had seen us speak at state convention. I honestly don't think I've ever seen anyone that excited to meet me. When I asked Tyler what he wanted to be when he grew up, he replied, "I'm going to be an ag teacher, just like my daddy. Except my ag truck will be a lot nicer than this one." Tyler's excitement to become an ag teacher just like his dad was truly inspiring. Throughout the year, I was able to catch up with Tyler at various FFA events as he prepared to take over his father's position. After meeting Tyler, I took a step back and looked at how my year as a state officer was going. Tyler made me realize that my excitement and enthusiasm was definitely lacking. It was then that I decided to change my attitude and start getting things done with as much excitement as I could muster. What aspects of your life could use more enthusiasm? Could it be your schoolwork, your job, maybe even your chores at home? The next time you face one of these tasks, try smiling and looking at it as an exciting opportunity. If we will put some of this eagerness into everything we do, how can we not be successful? If we will also put this enthusiasm into our dreams, what is stopping us from achieving them? Tyler believed that he had the power within himself to make his dreams come true. Even before his feet were able to reach the pedals, he knew that one day he would be driving his dream truck. So let's get our energy up like Tyler's and prove that we can make our dreams come true as well. We all have the power within to make our dreams come true. We just have to overcome all of those silly little things that we think are standing in our way. When we allow ourselves to dream big and be enthusiastic, we can achieve things that we never thought to be possible. Right now, I want you to think of your biggest dream or aspiration that you don't see possible. Now, picture asking your 5-year-old self if you can make it happen. What would you say? My 5-year-old self would say, "You go, girl." Wouldn't you love to have the confidence of your younger self? This room today is filled with young adults, but I know that inside each and every one of us there is an eager child just waiting to come out. So why not let it out and go back to the days of magic and mystery? Let's not confine our imaginations to what the world says is possible. Texas FFA, it is never too late to change your attitude and perspective. So let's stop settling and start building these dreams with the mind of a child.